So talk show courtesy of Lioness Empire Studios with me, your host, Sironka Lioness Manze. It is yet another beautiful morning, Manzana Skenikona Psych. I'm really psyched up, man. We have this handsome man in the building. Hey, ladies. Ngoja nitamuuliza tulieni hapo. Welcome to the show, legendary Robby.
Yeah, legend Robby.
Legend.
Yes.
Oh, why not legendary?
I'm actually a legendary.
Welcome to the show.
Thank
man.
You,
yeah, maybe you can tell us what you do and how long you've done it for.
Oh, my name is Legend Robby, as you've been told. Been in the industry for almost 5 years now. I deal with everything. I'm a hairstylist by profession. I style hair. I deal with everything concerning hair. I'm a chemical expert. I'm a color expert. I'm a naturalista. I do everything protective styles to ensure your hair looks amazing.
Yeah. Okay. Quick question, man. When it comes to hairstyles, I think this is the first question I wanted to ask you. How do you know which hairstyle suits which shape of the head? You know, because me, I have a flat kisogo, so how do you recommend your clients the kind of haircut or hairstyles?
The system I use maybe depends with your facial structure.
Okay.
That is what determines the kind of hairstyle I'm going to advise you to do. For instance, I can't advise someone who has a rounded face to have something that maybe lies on one side because it will project forehead more. So there's a lot of things I look up to.
Really?
A lot of things I look up to. The length of your hair determines as well.
Yeah.
So many things. Your thing, the thing you do on daily basis, let's say your job.
Yes.
Yeah. I can advise maybe someone who is a pastor, dreads. There's a lot of things.
There are a lot of things.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, my head is the way you've looked. Okay, if I didn't have which hairstyle would go well with the shape of my head?
We can do pixie. Because we can do pixie. Pixie is a way whereby we slightly loosen the curl pattern of your hair to make it easy to maintain. But again, we trim on the side so that it can lie on one side.
Okay.
So you can have something that comes this way, covers this side, and project it nicely towards the back.
What about upper sina extension ya kushikilia? What would you do
pixie
about that?
Pixie is long. We trim on the sides, and then there is hair here that will fall. So it will cover everything.
Okay.
So it will project nicely, but as well it doesn't disturb you from the sides. So it's a cool, nice cut.
Okay, I've always been skeptical about maybe having a shorter haircut, my natural hair, because I thought I would look ridiculous. Anyway, but let's continue. And what motivated you to get into this field of work?
I'm really passionate about what I'm doing. I started a while back. I started as a tea boy, and then I went to be a cleaner, and then I proceeded to be a shampoo boy, and then at the reception desk, the floor controller. I'm now a hairstylist for a couple of years. Whatever motivated me is the kind of people I met in the industry. They're having good lifestyle, living lavish life, you know, the way they live with their families, the kind of lifestyle they have. That is what motivated me. And then passion slowly started developing. And today I'm a greater hairstylist.
Really? That's amazing. So did you train professionally, or you just learned from the field?
No, I learned from the field, but again I had to train professionally.
Yes.
I studied for like 8 months. I did a accelerated diploma at Linton's Academy here by L'Oreal.
Wow.
Yeah.
8 months.
8 months.
Yo, manze.
Yeah.
Hey. Okay.
So after schooling now, I've been to the industry for like 5 years. So I have good experience. Yeah.
Oh, that's great. You know, there are a lot of guys maybe out there who think that maybe anything to do with hairstyling is only like specifically for the women.
Yeah, sure.
Maybe you can just tell them why is it also now that it's now versatile even and diverse for guys. Maybe you can just tell them that it's okay to be a hairstylist and you're a guy.
Yeah, sure. That mentality was a while back. Yeah, you know, I remember back in the days when I was in the village, I used to think the same.
Yeah.
Nowadays things have changed. In fact, hairstyling is the most fun kind of job you can have because now you get to interact with people peacefully. And then another thing I came into realization is that ladies love men when they get to do their hair.
Really?
The same as we men love ladies cutting our hair. Same way ladies love as men do their hair.
Okay.
So it has changed. It's no longer about ladies.
Yeah.
So if you try to see, you'll find that like 5 years ago, we had few men in the industry.
Yes.
But now the number of men in the industry have increased. Yeah.
And tell us the importance of PR, kuongea vizuri na customers when it comes to your field of work, because I feel like also when you're coming to deal with women, you have to be very, you have to have a nice sweet mouth, because you know women, we deal with a lot of insecurities, especially when we are almost, you know, like in our tukiendelea menopause, unajua nywele huanguka. How do you handle that PR? Yeah.
At first, ladies need assurance.
Yes.
Before you get to do the hair, ladies need assurance. They need to trust you.
Yes.
So you must be someone who really understands what you are doing.
Yeah.
You must explain to them what you want to do and how it will pop out at the end of the service, and that they must look good. That is guaranteed.
Yes.
No matter what, ladies must look good.
Yeah.
That is what gives them assurance, at least to relax.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
I like that.
Thank
I like that. I like that. So now, is it your own personal space, or maybe have you hired a space, or maybe right now you're employed by a certain beauty parlor or salon?
Currently, I'm employed by a certain. It's actually a 5-star salon in Nairobi.
Inaitwa aje?
Urban Hair Studio. So you must have interacted with the Urban Hair Studio.
Yeah.
In the other. We deal with everything concerning hair.
Where are you located?
At Abda Towers, along Loiter Street, and we also have a branch in Gong Road.
Okay.
That is on Prestige Plaza. Yeah.
So what is the cheapest haircut hapo sasa? Kwa Afrika wazalendo wa Kenya pendi kutumia pesa. We know you.
For us, we cater for every mwananchi, by the way. It depends with the kind of cut you're doing. But for the normal
like
cut,
now what you have on your
what
hair?
I have for a guy, it's like 1,000.
Hey!
It's 1,000.
Way!
And for the ladies, it depends. It goes up to, let's say, blunt or bob cut. It goes up to 35.
35, Mr.
But
Director.
It's cool. It's guaranteed.
Wacha kuniaibisha, enda hivi.
That's cool.
What? That is what you call now. You said inaitwa nini? It's called your kiradi. Inaitwa nini place? So what services? Let's say if you're coming for a haircut, what are the services you'll get?
There's a lot of things.
Massage.
There is professionalism. All we do is professionalism. There is first welcoming in a professional way, sitting you down, having a proper consultation with your stylist, whatever you want. Then you get a cup of coffee maybe, depending with what you want. Then you get a service, get a nice massage at the sink, and you come back for the styling.
Gota. We, mumesikia. Hey, classic bwana. Kiradi, hapana peleka uracho hapo. So that's amazing. Yeah, so do you guys do walk-ins only, or you only book?
We do bookings, but at the same time we do walk-ins. We do everything because we have a good number of staff. And again, we deal with everything. There's nothing we don't do. Yeah. We do everything from hair to nails, to beauty, to massage, everything. We do everything. So all kind of styles. Okay,
what's your specialty? Dreadlocks, or maybe you style more like easy normal styles too?
I'm specialized in chemical, that is texturizing, relaxing, and textlaxing. I'll come there. I'll explain. I'll break it down.
No problem.
I'm a color expert. I'm a protective style expert. I deal with repairing the hair treatments and everything. I deal with locks, natural hair.
Yeah. Okay. So let us talk about that chemical part. Chemical is one thing that I personally am afraid of, because the last time I put it, I think it was like 15 years ago. Hey! That was not a good thing, because I had chemical, and then I got maroon highlight, and it really damaged my hair. So maybe you can explain to us what exactly leads you to losing your hair. Is it because you're not keeping it well, you're not retouching, or is it because harsh chemicals have been used on your hair? Maybe ladies, I need you to listen to him right now. Maybe you can explain.
Okay, this is the most important part of it. Chemical is not just chemical. Like a while back people used to just apply chemical. Nowadays we have very nice relaxers that has been formulated for our hair. First, before I apply relaxer to your hair, I have to first analyze your hair, see the condition of your hair. I cannot personally advise you we do a relaxer while the condition of your hair is not giving for that particular service. Applying chemical depends. Nowadays there are many ways of applying chemical. There is what we call texturizing, there is what we call relaxing, there is what we call textlaxing. With texturizing, we just do it like 50-50. You still have your hair looking natural, but we have applied chemical.
Wow.
It's all to make maintenance easier. Like when I have a look at you like this, I won't tell if maybe you have relaxed your hair or it's natural. I might think it's just your natural hair, definitely. Because it has body, it has length. That's like 50-50%. Before you textlax or relax or texturize, your hair is 100% curly. Like it's curly.
Wow.
So the essence of texturating, relaxing your hair is to slightly loosen it in order to make maintenance easier.
Wow.
So texturizing is like 50-50.
Wow.
And then we have texturating. Texturating is a continuation of texturizing. Texturating is like 60 to 70%.
Yes.
So you have your natural hair like 30%, relaxed hair like 70.
Wow.
That is what I advise the most, because now it makes maintenance easier.
Wow.
Your hair is wavy, it still has body and it still has length.
And what if you go into water? Like, will it still
No,
be the same?
it doesn't affect it in any way.
Okay.
It doesn't affect it in
Haita
any
rudi
way.
kwangu, still wire.
Yes, yeah. Then there is also relaxing, which is now fully processing your hair. So whatever makes your hair to break, maybe is over processing your hair, under processing your hair, because when you under process your hair, it becomes dry, it becomes crunchy. So you still struggle with it, but at the same time you have loosened the curl pattern of your hair. So what the most important part of it is the aftercare. What aftercare are you given? The kind of leave-ins you use, the kind of oils you use to moisturize your hair and protect your hair. That's the most important bit of it.
Wow, the hair industry is so huge. What? Mimi niliachanga tukipakwa chemical unaambiwa kaa hapo alafu ukianza kusikia that ka itchiness. Kuja nioshe. Sure. That's amazing. So this is why you have to go to school.
Yeah, that is actually the reason as to why you have to go. Nowadays it's not just doing hair. There's a lot. Hair is science. There's a lot you need to understand about hair. Before you start doing hair, you must understand what is hair first.
Okay, that's amazing. Now I want to go into the dreadlocks part. There's a way that some people's dreads they are not even. And that's another thing niliambiwa nikuulize, because I asked my fans, and nini nafanyanga, like you find that like this part is thin, this is long, it's almost cutting. I mean, how do you get to maintain healthy dreadlocks without always having like zinakatika and zinakaa ni kama ni chafu?
Sure. I get it. I've had dreadlocks, by the way, for the longest time. If you don't know, you can go through my page. I've had dreadlocks for the longest time. So nimeitoa tu juzi. And I've been having my long healthy locks for so long now. Whatever happens with dreadlocks, it's all about styling. The most important bit of it is styling. Maybe you can leave your hair without styling. You can style it in a simple way. Don't stress your hair, giving it a lot of pressure, retwisting it daily. You can retwist it in a simple manner and style it in a simple way. In a way you're not exerting too much pressure onto the locks. And then the consistency of cleaning it. Actually there's this mentality of, people with dreadlocks are the dirtiest people, But I've been having dreadlocks for the longest time. Mine have been neat, they've been the cleanest. It's aftercare, how you take good care of it. After retwisting and styling the hair, how you taking good care of it at home. You have to be having nice sheens, that's the sprays, the leave-ins that you're just gonna spray it, bit by bit. It's all about how you take good care of it.
That's a whole thing.
Sure.
Okay, sawa basi. And then now there are different types of ways when you want to start to have, like, you have normal hair and you want to get into the dreadlocks part. So kuna wengine wanasema tumia Coca-Cola, sijui na sabuni ya Omo. Kuna wengine wanasema sijui tumia herbal, sijui what, wengine wanatumia nitwa nini, the wax. So which one is the best so that your dreadlocks can be healthy?
Before all that, I first have to discourage those people using tumia sabuni flani, tumia Coke. Hair is not just something to deal with it. It's not a tree. Hair is something on its own. So there's what we call pH. When you try to measure the normal pH za sabuni, they are very high. So when you tumia Coca-Cola, the pH of the normal vipande sabuni, whatever, their pH are high. So when you use it to lock the hair, you in a way damage the hair, because the pH of your hair is like 4.5 to 5.5. So when you use something with a higher pH, at first you damage the hair. The one way of doing the dreadlocks, there's one people usually do with the wax. They do wax, they do the finger coils, and then as the time goes by, they just retwist. Then there's one that you lock the hair instantly. You might be having long hair like yours. Let's say you have long hair, but again, you don't have to start, like cut your hair then start it from the scratch. We can just lock it from that particular, the growth. The growth you're having, we can lock it from there.
Okay. And when how many times should you do retouch in a month? Once or twice?
You can just do it once. At least to give your hair a bit of, a bit of time to breathe. Because there's a lot of things ladies do. I've actually seen a lot of people, they're actually telling me as you're going to the show, please talk about this. And I slightly break it down to them, but I'll break it down here. The reason that's why most of the people lose hairline, especially people
here hapa unaanza kupata kihara.
There is a lot of things. The hair at the hairline is the weakest hair in the head. So when you put a lot of pressure, a lot of stress to it, because something called alopecia traction.
Alopecia traction. Okay.
Traction.
Yeah.
Pulling the hair too much, you find your hairline is breaking. You find here you have hair, but at this point you don't have hair.
Yeah.
It's due to the too much pressure you're giving to the hair and the stress.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh wow.
So you might avoid that. People who are plaiting two lines like the cornrows, plaiting thin lines from the hairline, it actually breaks your hairline.
It breaks
and
your
slowly
hair.
by slowly your hair starts receding.
Okay. Oh, and that happens for both men and women.
Yeah, sure. It does happen a lot.
You know, the 5 heads of the world. Sasa ni unaweza tupiga mahedi tuende na huko. That's amazing, man. So tell us, man, to work for a high-end beauty spa or salon or whatever.
Yes.
What are the key things that will make you stand out to get hired? Maybe you can tell us about that.
Yeah, sure.
Apart now from the experience, you know, unajua kufanya kila kitu, but what are the key things that will make you stand out? Thank you.
Yeah, that's very true. That's a very good question.
Yeah.
One of the things that will make you stand out is how professional you are. You see, the most important bit of everything on the salon is not how about you do your hair. How I do your hair is like just 20%.
Of course.
The experience you live with it from my desk.
Yes.
That is the most important thing, will make you remember me.
Oh wow.
How you're going to live how I handle you.
Yeah.
How I take good care of you.
Yes.
How I advise you. I must first show you what your hair needs. I'll do your hair, that is just like 5%.
Okay.
The rest 95% is how you take good care of your hair.
Wow.
And having long healthy hair. So giving you such experience, professionalism, good client care.
Wow.
That's at all matters.
Wow.
We, for instance, like the high-end salon is not all about the experience. You might be having experience, but you're not qualified to work in such a kind of salon.
Yeah.
It's all about how professional you are and how you handle clients. It is the most important bit of it.
Yeah. And how do you deal with difficult clients? Kuna wale hata ukiwafanyia nini wanaona makosa. Badilisha hapa. Sasa umefanya nini nywele yangu? How do you deal with such pressure, because at the same time you don't want to lose that client, at the same time you don't want to lose your temper because that's also unprofessional. How do you deal with difficult clients, because I know they are there?
Yeah, they are there. In fact, there are a lot.
Yeah.
I know there are a lot, and I can't tell several of them. So it's a normal thing. At first, you must have patience as an hairstylist. You just have to have patience, no matter what. You just have to have patience, because you know what? This is your boss. That's how I take my clients. I have been employed, but my boss is my client.
Yes.
That is the person who have put me there.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for you. You are my boss.
Yes.
For this other person who have hired me, it's just a session that he or she has given me.
Yes.
But you are my boss.
Yes.
So I must take good care of you. Yeah.
Okay, that's amazing. That's amazing. Wow, that's so, you know, you've given us so much insight, guys. If you're trying to get into his industry, man, you must care. And what about now, do looks matter where you work?
Yeah, sure.
When you unakaa, yani physical appearance, is that also a factor? It's not.
It's a factor because at first, you know, the first impression matters. When you just enter that door and you find me nimekaa hivi, at first you'll start kunibeba hivi. When you enter that door and find me professional, automatically you know what, I'm dealing with a professional.
Okay.
And it plays an important role.
Yeah.
To understand, nikifika nawe kwa desk, you pay at the front desk, you know, I'm paying for a professional service.
Yeah.
So I don't have to bargain a lot, you know. This was a professional service.
Yes.
So for anyone who is out there and is willing to join this industry, but it's all about your mindset. It's all about your mindset, how you package yourself as a person is a very important bit.
Yeah. Okay, now there's this other new thing that has come up here. Wale watu wako na kihara, mnawatengenezea toupee, then you stick it on their forehead, on their kihara, like my bro najua kwa nayo. So hi bro, skiza hii story. Yeah. So now how healthy is that? And how do you maintain that? Because I don't know. Ni kama vile tuko tunaweka weaves zamani inakaa kwa
I won't lie on you. It's not a long time thing. Doing the simple stuff, you cover the place where you're bald. It actually should be something for an event. You are going for a meeting, you want to look nice, you should do it. You're going for a wedding, kashere, you do it. But it should not be a long time thing.
Okay.
Because the most important part of it is the hair that is growing.
Yeah.
You see the hair that is growing, that is the most important part.
Yeah.
You can go to the salon, do as many styles you want to do, but without the hair, you're not gonna have the nice hairstyle.
Yeah.
So doing the styles, I mean, to cover the vipara, it's okay. It is nice. But do not do it for long, because again, it suffocates your hair.
Yeah.
It suffocates your hair. Your hair needs aftercare, as I said. So when you cover the part, that tells you that hair, you are not able to reach that hair. That hair still needs leave-in. That hair still needs moisturizer, still needs an oil, and there's no way you're going to apply it. So in a way, you have covered it for an event, but in another way, you're also damaging the hair inside.
Oh, yes. Okay. And how about the fake beard? They like to bro. I mean, why are men enticed to look like that?
You know, you ladies are the ones who have made us look like that.
I don't like bearded men. I'm sorry, I don't. Okay, that's my personal. Yeah, so it's just a society thing.
It's just a society thing. It's actually pressure from the ladies that you know what, we want tall, dark, with beards. That is all about having beards. That's all about, because it's not something that is permanent. We have seen a lot of people doing the temporary beards, but it's not something that is permanent. Something for an event and then you remove it.
There is no
so
skin
it's all
irritation.
From the pressure. Depends on the kind of product they are using. Depends on the kind of products they are using. For instance, there are products that have higher pH. You know, your skin is sensitive. Your skin has a pH of like 5.5. So when I use product that has something like 6, 7, 8 pH, in a way it corrodes your skin. So after a short while ndio unaanza kupata zile tudundo. Unaona mwanaume akona beards, but so it causes all those.
Okay, and this was a new hairstyle has come out where they're tiny twist to dogo women are doing. It looks like their hair, but they're small. What's up with that?
It's a nice hairstyle, but I don't advise that style. I've seen it. In fact, there's no client of mine that I've advised to do that. In fact, many of them have come asking me, is this a nice style? I advise them not to do it.
Why not?
Because it's too tiny. So when I'm plaiting, I have to tighten your hair. I'm not styling your hair in a nice way.
Is it permanent or not permanent?
It's a temporary style. You stay with it for a while and then you remove it. But again, you have given your hair too much pressure. There is nice styles. There are normal twists. Twists are very nice. When you do twists and then you spray like a leave-in, it's very nice. You have your hair long, healthy, growing, instead of giving your hair too much pressure that leads to breaking your hair.
Wow, that's amazing. I said today I've learned a lot. Yo, man. Manze, thank you so much, Mick, for coming. Is there anything else you'd like to add? Maybe you can also now talk about Urban Hair Studio again. Junajua hata kuimake. Logo, una shida. We have free talk show, man. Maybe you can talk to them about maybe the days you have offers or the days maybe you have discounts and all that. It's your time.
Okay, thank you.
First,
thank you for allowing me to come with the brand. I know
of course, una shida. It's all good.
I really appreciate. So guys, as I've told you earlier, I'm at Abza Towers, Urban Hair Studio on Abza Towers and also on Prestige Plaza. My name's on social media is Legend Robby the hairstylist. You can find me on Instagram. You can find me on TikTok. You can find me on YouTube. I also have a YouTube, by the way. I'm all over. I deal with all types of hair. I deal with I'm a chemical expert. I'm a color expert. I'm a protective style expert. I'm a naturalista. I'm a masseuse expert. I deal with everything. There's nothing like I don't do in hair and beauty. So we have nice offers, by the way. For that, like Valentine's time, we will always have good deals. We have good deals for the Valentine's, like the holidays, the December holidays. We always have the offers. Yes.
That's amazing. And when clients have a crush on you, how do you deal with that?
That's a very normal thing.
How do you react? Because now you know you made a past hairstyling in a cross border.
I see you. That's a very normal thing. It does happen to the industry, and it's actually what have destroyed many people's career, because now when a client start doing that, you know, tomorrow at first you are my client and you paid for the service, and let's say you did that and I nikaingia box yako and whatever happened. But again, you're coming for the second time. But when you're coming, you'll not be coming with a client mentality. You are coming, you know, my guy. So I start destroying business. So you'll not have that client and a stylist rapport. You'll be having, you know, something else. And in a way, it has actually destroyed many of your stylist careers. When now you mix personal stuff with whatever you're doing, to actually destroy the career.
Let's quick run about now colors. There's the temporary ones I've seen zimekuja, and there are those ones which I don't know, you put hydrogen peroxide. I don't know. Maybe you can run us through which one is the healthiest for the hair. What would you recommend if somebody wanted to change their color of their head and there's no damage, I mean, without it damaging their hair? Maybe you can walk us through that real quick.
Okay, that is very true. Colors, there are many colors. At first there's temporary colors, there's demi colors, and then there's permanent colors. Color is it's actually a very, very big industry on its own. It's actually a very big industry. So there is the temporary colors. For the temporary colors, There are the colors that you stay for it with it like maybe like for 2 to 3 washes.
Yeah.
But again, I have to lift your hair. That is, let me break it down in a layman's language.
Yeah.
I have to bleach your hair in order to deposit the color.
Okay.
So those are the temporary colors. And then there is the demi-permanent colors. The demi-permanent colors, does not usually penetrate deep into your cortex.
Okay.
They are the colors that you'll stay with it for like up to around 6 washes.
Yes.
And then there's now the permanent colors. The permanent colors, you stay with it for long, like number of times, like let's say like for between 3 to 6 months before it starts fading. But again, how the color fades depends with how you take good care of it. The people who like swimming, with swimming there is chlorine, which strips away the color from your hair. But the safest color, currently I'll advise someone, the colors we're having on the market, what I personally use are the colors from L'Oreal. Like the color I have to lift a bit, and then I tone the hair. So I leave your hair well moisturized, not dry. It's actually the modernized color. They use an oil technique to deposit your hair. So in a way, it doesn't have ammonia. So it doesn't break your hair at all.
That's amazing. That's amazing. Wow. Thank you so much for enlightening me, man. That's really amazing. You're so amazing. Thank you for coming. But how did we meet?
We meet actually on Instagram. I saw your post. Actually, I'm a fan of yours, by the way.
Really?
I'm a fan of yours. I'm a good fan of yours.
Thank you.
A lot of things you post.
Yeah.
There is this lady, Receipt.
She's outside. You should meet her.
I posted her the other day. And then I saw her. Then I was just going through my Instagram. I also saw Nairobi because it posted you.
Yes.
You know what? I saw a very young lady who is ambitious.
Thank you.
And I knew these are the people I want to partner with.
Thank you so much. I love that. I'll definitely come nitoe wig. My life is going down, Jesus. Hey,
It is that time, by the way.
Yeah, because I do that because I don't like braiding my hair. I braided it for a long time. I'll come on your advice. Okay, sawa. Basi, thank you so much, Manzi, for coming to the show. You're welcome again and again. Maybe next time you can invite us to come to on location.
Yeah, sure. Next time I want you guys to come.
We would love to come there, and then at least we can give you a whole thing.
Yeah, sure.
You see, my driver is looking at his head. Funika hiyo kitu bro bana. Acha mchezo.
In the building.
Oh God. You do not even mind them. Thank you so much, Manze. Robby, you're such an amazing person. I hope you come back again and again, and of course we communicate.
Yeah, sure.
Is there anything you'd love to add, or maybe give out the work number and all that? Now this is your time.
Oh, thank you. So all the ladies and guys who are out there who wanna do your hair, don't be worried. Your hair have been breaking. You have lost a lot of hair. You know, your hair is breaking. You're losing your hair in one way or the other. Don't worry, I got you covered. You can reach out to me on 0712 22 7749.
Again,
0712 22 7749, or Instagram Legend Robby the Hairstylist, TikTok Legend Robby the Hairstylist, YouTube Legend Robby the Hairstylist. You can reach out to me. I'm going to advise you on what you need to do on your hair and what you need to do in order to have your long healthy hair. Mazee usistruggle sana nikiwa hapa.
Kabisa.
I'm a perfect solution.
For both men and women bana. Na kama dreadi zako manze unataka zichangamkiwe vizuri, also go there manze, he can advise you, and of course maybe akuambie how you can have them healthy, and of course they grow and they look good.
Sure.
Asante sana.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you for coming to the show. God bless you.
God bless you.
And may he uplift you and keep motivating you, manze, to keep pushing in life.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
You're really welcome. I appreciate your energy, by the way.
Thank you so much. God bless you. That's amazing, manze. Yo, manze. Manze, leo yani umesikiza makosa zote. Mimi I just know how many makosas niko hapo. Hadi my director is smiling with his kagoti. Bro. Nyo hiyo kitu bana. Yo, manze, thank you so much for watching Lioness Say So Talk Show, courtesy of Lioness Empire Studios. Make sure you check us out on social media. We are Lioness Empire Studios. You can also follow me on my personal artist account, which is C Ronka Lioness everywhere. Remember, this platform is absolutely free. We will not ask you for money. Just come through manze DM na uniambie hello Lioness, nataka kukuja. Ukiniambia hello, sasa manze mimi ni millennial, hatujui hello ni nini. Unanielewa? Yo manze, thank you so much for watching manze. Shout out to Brian Clifford, our director. Shout out to all our team members, Anthony Soapo. Yo manze, I love you guys so much, man. And to all my guests, man, you're welcome again and again. Interviews ya siku moja unaweza rudi tena na tena manze. Remember, this platform is for you. God bless you, manze. Until next time, this is Lioness Say So Talk Show, brought to you by Lioness Empire Studios, hosted by me, your host, Ronka, Lioness Simba, from me and the handsome Robby.
Yeah.
Bye! Bye.